Alright. Calling Kristen. Hello? Kristen is here, but I can't hear her. Hello? Kristen, can you hear me? I cannot hear you. No. I guess not. Oh, wait, now I hear something. Okay, hold on. Alright. Hello? Yeah, I can. Currently, I can.
Okay, is my audio pretty clear?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah, because what happened is that if my Wi-Fi is connected but my Ethernet isn't, it doesn't give me enough speed to let me actually connect to a voice call.
Oh, okay, like that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, and also if you hear me typing, that's just me adding the banner
Oh,
to your
okay. Yeah, really
commission.
neat. Yeah. I'm really looking forward towards it.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm actually like looking at now that it's not, midnight my time. I'm just like, oh, this actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it really does. I especially love the colors. Obviously, I mean you're really good with color theory, so that's awesome. And
I think
the background also looks great. So
Thank you. I appreciate it. I actually looked up the field tutorial for the certain brushes I had by that one artist, and
oh, neat.
for this for the speed paint, you can see I was struggling with the colors. I was like, I can't get them right, but at least it makes for an entertaining time.
So does the speed paint does it when do you know when you'll be posting it?
Yeah, hopefully today, because I have all the things filmed. I was planning on posting it last night, but apparently, for some odd reason, my OBS files for the recording save as save as like an NKV instead of an MOV,
Oh,
and the program that I use, HitFilm Express, doesn't support
oh yeah.
NKVs.
I have that with
Mm-hmm.
too sometimes.
And I was trying to convert them online, like one can do, but one of my recordings was 4 hours, and it was over the
Yeah.
limit
Okay.
for most programs.
Still going? Okay, reconnected. Apparently, we are having some technical difficulties.
The program that I use, HitFilm Express,
All right.
because I'm hearing a lot of static on your end, and I don't know if that's me or if it's you.
Well, I don't have a microphone, so I'm just using my laptop microphone because my laptop doesn't have like a microphone plug-in. Like I do have a mic, but there's no place to plug it in. So I have to use my laptop, like the microphone that's built into my laptop. So and it's making a lot of noise, my laptop. So I guess that's what you're hearing.
Okay, I think. No, I'm not sure if there's a way you can fix that because you have to use the mic feature. So, oh well. It's probably fine on the stream though. We're probably just the only ones hearing this static.
Hold on, let me listen to the stream for a moment.
Doesn't support you, but the program that I use, HitFilm Express. That's me or
Laptop doesn't have like a microphone plug-in. Yeah, I can hear myself decently, so I guess it's okay.
okay, so it's just us then. All right. Yeah, but how have you been?
Extremely tired.
I
Yeah,
get that.
long internship days. But tomorrow I is actually the only day in the week that isn't a weekend that I can like sleep wake up late because I have school and school doesn't start until the afternoon. So or like college, I guess. I don't know. Like in the Netherlands, we have like nothing that really directly correlates to college, I believe. Or maybe we do and I just don't know the words. But I just usually call it college because it's like my higher education. So I don't know what
Right.
else it
Yeah,
would
that
qualify as.
that makes sense. Hey, do you want to try turning on the stabilizer, see how you like that?
I already put it on 20 and I tried 40 like this. Currently I have it on 40. But it makes the brush extremely slow and that was just really annoying for me. So I decided to put it on the halfway
Ah,
I put it on the halfway point so it's decently stabilized but it isn't very delayed.
okay, that's good.
But thanks for the tip. I mean I guess I should have guessed what it does because it's kind of in the name, but I'm usually very hesitant to like toggle like with the settings of the brushes that aren't standard because especially if I like the standards, just because I'm really scared of like losing my settings and forgetting what they were like and then I can maybe never restore them again. So I'm really
No,
scared of like toggling
yeah,
that. I also didn't know what anti-aliasing was. I don't know how you pronounce it. Anti-aliasing. But I did.
anti-analyzing, I think. I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was until like I think half a year ago, and it really saved me a lot of time because especially for like drawing frames, like it doesn't look as decent if you turn it on or off. I guess in this case, uh, but it's way quicker when coloring because you don't have the white edge like when you use a bucket tool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense because I remember using Metabank Paint on my iPad, and that was a bit of annoyance for
Yeah,
me
exactly.
because it was just not color within the lines, and I'd be like, so either be outside or it'd be like inside by a pixel, so I would have to basically go in and go over
Yeah,
the
exactly.
drawing.
Yeah, that's like really annoying. And I, especially since English is my native language, I often don't know what's like stabilizer. I guess I should have guessed, but for example, anti-aliasing, I have no idea what those words mean. So I know what anti means, but I don't know what aliasing is. So I'm really like, hell, what am I doing if I toggle this on or off? So I'm always really scared to play with the settings, just because I'm scared of like losing the settings I like.
No, like I completely get that. Like even I like I said, I'm native English speaker and oh great grandmother Kristen, and I don't even know what analyzing means.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure most people don't.
Yeah, I guess artist people know, like really experienced artists and stuff, but especially since most of the programs I'm using are in English, I'm already glad I know how like a lot about Pinnacle, which is my video editing program, which also has like a lot of like jargon and stuff like that. And for some reason, I did figure out Pinnacle quite quickly. But like other programs which are in English, I'm like, help! What does all this mean?
I mean, to be fair, that'd be like if I turned my settings to a different language. I could eventually figure it out, but it would take a while.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think Fire Alpaca has like a Dutch version, which probably would make things a little easier for me. But I also want to keep expanding my English like knowledge and stuff, so it's also good for me to keep stuff on English because it just teaches me more.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially because if it's a program you're super used to using, then once you figure out what the words, then it's pretty easy to figure out what the words correlate to.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, today's stream is going to be a little shorter than yesterday's. I'm going to start streaming, stop streaming at about 7. It's currently 6:20, so it'll be like 40-ish minutes left. Just because I'm really, really exhausted from today. I don't know why, because it wasn't any more difficult or like tiring than yesterday, but I'm just really exhausted for some reason today. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly okay. Like, I get just being really tired
Yeah, exactly.
because, yeah, I mean, thankfully I don't have a lot of college classes, but the medication I take, Prozac, tends to make me like tired, which it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but oh well.
Oh, I'm getting a nice message from someone on Discord. It's really nice. I'll respond later. They just complimented my commissions and art. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that is nice.
I really like it just when people are like nice like that. I've also gotten so many negative comments on All I Want and stuff sometimes. So sometimes it's really nice when people get like a lot of people like it. The vast majority actually like it, but there's always these people who like leave these disappointing comments. And I mean, I've kind of accepted it by now. Heck, I've even left some myself just because I can kind of laugh about how bad it is by now. But you know, it's obviously nicer if you get like a compliment or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you were like a teenager.
Yeah,
so, true. I mean, it's not really fair they're giving you negative comments for something that was like several years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I was, I think, 14-ish when I started it. It was 2012. So I was about 14, and I didn't even start writing the script until after I animated all of episode 1. So I basically, for episode 1, I just basically animated everything and didn't start getting to a script until after that, just because I hated writing scripts. Still not my favorite part of like doing this. It's still one of my least favorite parts. I mean, you need to put a story on paper, but I really prefer like writing in like, I don't know what you call it, like novel way of writing, like a real story way. I prefer that so much more to like script style of writing, which is just dialogue mostly. And I don't know, it really just doesn't appeal to me. So for the early All I Want episodes, I just would not really like actively write a script. Sometimes I'd write them after I already finished the frames, but that obviously meant that I didn't know exactly what was going on while I was animating each frame because I had no like dialogue to work with. I just kind of winged it, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, for me, it can be a bit of a pain in the butt when I have to outline things because, well, it's not a huge pain, but it can be rather annoying when I have to do that first instead of just jumping right into writing.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah, I hate outlining so much, but I'm so glad I've already have pretty much all of Outcast Grove outlined, so I don't have to like outline everything anymore.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because for me, when I outline my novels, I actually tend to do bullet points as an outline, so that way it's more flexible. Because I often end up deviating from my outline.
Yeah, true. Me
later.
Too. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. Rogue Error says hi. How are you? I am tired. Sorry for ignoring the chat. I am busy drawing and talking to Kristen. So, you know. But welcome to the stream. This won't be a very long one, like I said before, but I just wanted to get some frames done today. So, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, plus it's always good to wind down after a long day by doing something you enjoy.
I mean, technically, I also kind of see this as work in a way, not because I get paid for it or anything, but I am actually working on like a bigger project, I guess, if that makes sense. So it is, in a way, to me, it is kind of work, but it is like really relaxing work. So especially if I have like a stream going on with some people to chat to, that's like pretty relaxing. But sometimes it does feel like a chore, like especially like, I don't know, sometimes I just get really demotivated and that's just not nice, obviously, but mostly I really enjoy drawing and animating, but sometimes I do get burnout or just really demotivated, which is why the prologue of Outcast Grove has actually been on hold for like 9 months before I started working on it again. I almost cancelled the series, but then last weekend I suddenly got my motivation back and I decided to start streaming again. And I was like, hey, if I stream the process, maybe I'll be more motivated. And so far I have been, so I guess that's good.
Good. But yeah, I definitely get it when you're just running out of steam for a project. Because I've been like that several times where it's like, okay, as much as I like this project, I have to take a break from it for a little bit because otherwise I will end up, burning out.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have burned out on All I Want several times. Like I think I mentioned this in the stream like yesterday or No, maybe you weren't. Yeah, what you were there yesterday. Sorry. I
Yeah.
think I mentioned this last weekend or yesterday that I did cancel Alone once almost several times, and Renegades also like once, but I just kept on coming back because I don't know, it just wouldn't stay dead, I guess.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you were doing the project by yourself, which is a ton. So I do not blame you for burning out at all, because that's just a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, a lot of people these days have like multiple, like a lot of series these days have like multiple people working on like the animation and the coloring and the shading and stuff. But somehow I am like, yep, I'm gonna do this myself.
I honestly couldn't even attempt that if I didn't have a team, because it's like, that would be too much for me. So props to you for, having the motivation to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically I do have a team of voice actors currently for Outcast Grove, and I do have like some beta readers for the scripts. If you at least I had some for the prologue. I think some of them left. But
Ah.
and but maybe if you want to, I mean, I think you offered, so up to
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
Bob.
yeah. I actually really like beta read because I like being part of that whole process.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sure. You can look over future scripts, but I think I've only have episode like the prologue written currently, which is what I'm currently working on. So it's already done and revised and everything. Ryder helped me with that. Which was like last year actually. So it's this series has actually been in like production hell for over 9 months now. But oh well.
Wow, that's definitely quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I mean,
but I mean,
the last thing I animated on it, or like animating is a term I use loosely here because I guess technically it isn't animated, but I don't know what else to call it.
you're still making pictures move. It still counts.
Yeah, okay, true. So I think the last I animated on it before I started working on it again I think I started last Sunday when I got my motivation back. Uh, I think the last thing I drew on it was like February-ish. So obviously that's like 9 months ago, I guess. So yeah, it has been in production hell for a long time. But that was just because I was so demotivated after I got scene one done. And I did get, like, before I run out of steam, I did get some of scene two done, which is what I'm working on currently. But it was like only the first 5 or so frames. And after that, I just kind of quit and put it on hold forever. And uh, yeah, I kind of wanted to cancel it like a while back, but I never really put out an announcement. And right now, I'm really glad that I didn't because the series is back on track. So
Good, but yeah, like I said, if you need anyone to do backgrounds, I am offering
all right,
because
that's great.
I know I know how much of a pain in the butt it can be when you have to do everything by yourself. Like that's just a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like people like Galemtida who also have like a huge team. I'm like, that's so smart. Like, I mean, I'm still impressed how she managed to get like 16. Was it 16? 16 episodes of the original Stone and Hope out. Like,
Yeah, that was a
what?
lot.
Yeah, quantity over quality or anything. They're like really good, and I'm like, how do you do that?
You cut out.
Especially since those were like fully animated, and I love the style of the new, like the reboot, like the animatic style. But especially since like the old style was like mostly animated, I'm like, how do you put out like 16 or 15 episodes? I don't know how many there are in total, but there's a lot, and it's mostly animated, and I'm like, that's so impressive.
16? But yeah, that was like a lot of work where it's like, wow. Talk about dedication.
Hold on, let me look up how many episodes there are. I can't stand the fact that I forgot. uh,
I think there's 16,
I
if I
think
remember
memory
correctly.
serves, I think 15 or 16.
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on,
one
I'm
of
gonna
those
check
two.
the playlist. I can't stand the fact that I don't know. Uh, let's see. There is scrolling down. Yeah, there are 16, except the 16th one is just labeled as the finale and not episode 16. So I guess maybe that's got me confused.
Yeah, that makes sense. It actually looks like I'm able to add a fourth little module thing because your usernames are kind of short. Do you want me to add a fourth thing?
No, I think 3 is fine. Those are like my main socials, so.
Okay. No problem. I just need to add the Redbubble one and then I'll be done.
Nice. Oh, I've been ignoring the chat again. Sorry. Okay. Luckily, no new messages. I feel awful. Like, I don't know how to get. Like, I know how to get a pop-up window, but I don't know how to get it to stay like above my program, so I don't constantly need to like click to check. I don't know if there's a way to fix that.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that either, honestly. Mostly for me, I actually use my iPad when I'm streaming, so that way I can look at the stream
Right.
on my iPad versus so I can draw on my computer but have the stream on my iPad so I can glance over once in a while.
Oh, that's really smart, actually. I mean, I do have like a Samsung tablet and it's really old, so I don't know if it can like really keep up. But otherwise, I can maybe use my phone or something.
Yeah, your phone might probably work. You just need to see the chat. So as long as you're able to see the chat
Yeah, exactly.
while you're streaming.
Half an hour left. I'm gonna go to bed early today. So tired.
I get that. Like sometimes it's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed and basically just crash, which
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean yeah. How do I do a select? Will it allow me to do a circle? Kind of.
Did I get any notifications on the DeviantArt? Nope. Put out like a status update on DeviantArt and like a tweet on Twitter because I'm considering changing one of the names of one of the Outcast Growth characters, but I don't know whether I should. So
What are you considering changing?
maybe you could look it up. It's like one of the main characters for season 1. It's either going to be called Dutchie, which is short for Duchess, or I'm considering calling her like Magpie, like a bird, because I think that'd be like cute to go with the main character is called Jackdaw, which is also like a corvid bird, which I think would be like for a cute combination together.
That would actually be really cute.
So I'm considering it. I mean, you can look up like I posted the picture you just commented on like DeviantArt. That's like her adult design. I'm testing out, so that's what she looks like. If the character design is important to like deciding what the name should be. But I mean, she has been called Dutchie for years now. But I guess I just like the idea of Magpie also, so it's kind of difficult for me to decide.
Yeah, I like the idea of more of a nature type name, especially if she wasn't born around any people.
Yeah, true.
So
Like I
it's
mean,
like, do these animals even know what a duchess is?
well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they know what a lord is at least because there's like the ruler of the dog like kingdom is called like the dog lord, so they do know what a lord is apparently. Uh, but I I mean like for me I like to assume that like it's a post-apocalyptic series, so it takes place like I believe 6 to 8 years after like the humans completely abandoned the continent. But since it's like 6 to 8 years ago, there is still dogs who know like what these human terms are. So and there's also still like some wearing collars and stuff. So it's not
Okay,
completely.
that makes sense.
So
That makes
I
sense.
always was like, since Dutchie's mother is like abandoned dog. I thought maybe she would know what a duchess is since she lived with humans and humans might use the word. So I don't know.
Yeah,
It made sense in my head.
Yeah, no, that does make sense in canon. However, to me, she does look like a magpie, honestly. Plus, the Jackdaw magpie thing is just very cute.
Yeah, and I mean, plus she's black and white, and I just thought, yeah, that fits.
Yeah,
To be,
yeah.
to be
It
fair,
looks like one.
Jackdaw isn't black either, despite the bird being black. But I don't know. He has been called Jackdaw for like years now, so I'm not gonna change it
Right,
again.
right. Plus, I mean, she has similar colors to a magpie, so the name would be rather fitting.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I might change it to Magpie then. I
Yeah,
mean, she
that'll
hasn't
be
appeared
cute.
yet. She hasn't appeared yet, and she also isn't mentioned in the prologue. So because she isn't born yet. So
Uh, yeah, I'm actually excited. This is the post-apocalyptic series because that's like my favorite genre. Because I mean, I am technically writing a post-apocalyptic novel,
oh yeah, that's
so
true. The island is actually post-apocalyptic.
yeah. I mean, it does get dark at some points, and there's like a thing that's the closest thing to cannibalism without actually being that. It's it's kind of a mix of The Road and Soylent Green. If you've ever seen those two pieces of media,
Oh no, I
that's like the
haven't.
best way. No, because that's like the best way I've heard it described by someone, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Um, but
Oh,
yeah,
love it.
so I love post-apocalyptic stuff because to me it's like, well, life may be bad sometimes, but it can always be worse. Like we could be running from zombies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's like anything like supernatural. I believe in Outcast Grove, it's like very non-magical and stuff. You won't like have like an other ones like dogs spawning wings and stuff, or blue dogs even. But I do want to. Hold on, I gotta add you in the description.
I mean, well, technically that's the same with my novel, where there's like no zombies or anything, but there is technically a dog coat color that's like a grayish that's actually called blue
Yeah, that's true.
sometimes.
That's true.
So you could still have a blue dog.
Yeah, but I mean, like not in the literal way, like in other ones where there were like actual, colorful dogs and stuff.
Right, no sparkly dogs.
Like most of the designs, you can kind of tell which ones I designed and which ones are like other people's OCs because like the colorful dogs and stuff are 90% of the time are other people's OCs, and in rare occasions they are like adoptables I bought, but I really don't like ever design like colorful characters. I may have done so in the past, but like I haven't really done so ever since I started, like before Alone ones, I guess. So, which is why all of my characters have usually rather muted colors and like really like natural colors and stuff. And then there's like other people's OCs who are like really like blue and stuff. And I'm like not talking down on those. Obviously, it's just not something I would personally design. But obviously, I didn't really care for Alone ones. Like I didn't have like a set rule system of which designs were allowed and which like are not. uh, I think in later episodes I may have like toned down the amount of submissions that are like sparkle dogs. Simply because I don't know, it got a little overkill, I guess. But I don't even remember like 100% certain if I did that because honestly I didn't really care during all in ones. I was like, yeah, whatever, people can do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean dogs have cybernetic eyes,
Yeah,
so
true.
pretty much
They
anything
can spawn
goes.
wings, and they have like shadow demon guardian things, whatever. So if that can happen, obviously they can have like put colorful coats or whatever.
Yeah, like it makes sense in universe.
Yeah, well,
Plus, you never know. Some of the dogs could be poisonous, and it could be like one of those little tree frogs where they're
oh
brightly
yeah.
colored to be like, hey, if you eat me, you're gonna die.
Also like the hair, like the I do add like small fur tufts to my characters, but like the actual like human like hair is also just something you won't really find on most of my character designs. I believe One Eye's mother has it, and like Jewel does, I believe. But other than that, most of it's like really small fur tufts and stuff, because I don't know, that's just more my taste, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big wig from Watership Down,
Yeah,
where they had
exactly.
that little fur tuft.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like not looking down on those designs. Like if people like designing those, that's perfectly fine. It's just not really something of my own taste. And for Outcast Grove, I am definitely not going to do like sparkle dogs again. Like I really want this to be like more natural, and realistic is a big word, but you know, more real-ish, semi-realistic, I guess.
Right, right. I mean, it does make sense because for a post-apocalyptic story, you want a bit more realistic designs because it lends itself to a more serious tone.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Because no offense to any sparkle dogs, but some sparkle dogs when they're in a post-apocalyptic series, I find it slightly harder to take seriously. But at the same time, that's also not my preference for design, so I'm also a bit biased.
yeah. I mean,
But
I also
yeah.
am kind of biased. It's just never really something I was like really interested in drawing like really colorful canines. It's cool if other people have them, obviously, but it's just not something I would design myself. I do have some like Sparkle Dog adoptables I did buy for, especially for like in the background of Alone Ones, because I kind of ran out of background characters to use before I started doing like OT submissions for those. But other than that, I'm like kind of like, yeah, it's just not really my personal taste, I guess.
Right, right. I mean, I'm kind of the same way where I actually kind of jealous of people who can mesh bright colors together
Yeah,
pretty well
exactly.
because
It's so hard.
it is. It's hard to make it look good. So it's like, how do they do it?
Especially with like, yeah, you need color theory and stuff, otherwise you just get really clashing colors and everything. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's difficult, and it's like, man, these people are talented where they can mix all these bright colors and not have them look ugly like I would.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I tried to design some back in the day, I believe, but it's always looked awful. I just never could get the colors right. I'm just not good at that.
Yeah, all right. I just finished your commission. I did move my signature a bit so I could put banner in, and I moved it to the top right corner so that way you can still put your videos and subscription
Oh
button
yeah, that's cool.
in and everything.
Yes, thank you.
So I'll send it to you after the call because last time I tried to send something to you, A, it wouldn't send, and B, I disconnected from the call.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
How often are you like available around this time a week, by the way? Just curious, in case you want to join more calls in the future. Because I
I'm
plan
pretty
on making these
often.
like a weekly thing, these streams, just to get myself more motivated. So I don't know if you're available. That obviously be nice.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, around this time, it's around like 11:30ish, 12:30ish my time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm usually pretty available then because I don't have classes till the afternoon. My latest class, well, part of my earliest class, right now goes from 3 to 6, but, it also depends on my classes next semester, but that's not till, January.
Okay.
Yeah, plus I usually only take 3 classes per semester, so I usually have some off sometime during the week, so even if I may not be as frequently attending next semester, I'll still be able to come to,
Oh, nice.
definitely a few.
That'd be great. I hope Mango is like available a few times as well. That'd be nice. We used to like like I said yesterday, we used to stream like all the time, Mango and I, back in 2018. So I don't know, it felt really really funny to talk to him again. Like we didn't properly like do voice chat for years since then, but
Yeah, that does sound nice though, getting to catch up with old friends while doing art. Like there's few better things than that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I remember hosting some of my writing streams, and although not a whole lot of people would attend, when they would attend, even if it's just one person, it was like, yes, it was that good feeling
Yeah.
of awesome,
By
we
the
can
way,
hang out.
I've been meaning to ask for a while. Like I've never joined one, so I wouldn't know. But like, what do you do during a writing stream? Do you like just write? But like, doesn't that spoil the book? Or I don't know, that always kind of confused me.
Well, it depends, because I can't write certain chapters if they contain major spoilers, but if they're just like a middle chapter
Oh, okay, like that.
with nothing going on, then there's no harm in spoiling that, especially because like it depends, because most of my big twists often happen during the end of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I can, besides right now I'm just really, majorly rewriting and editing stuff. Uh, Plus, I figured even if something does get spoiled, like the audience has no context
Yeah, okay,
for
that's true.
that if it's like the chapter 20 or whatever. So they're gonna want to check out the book anyway to figure out, okay,
Like,
where does this come in and how does it fit in the overall story?
okay.
Plus, it's only in the fourth draft, so it's not like it's set in stone.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I mostly just write. Yeah, I'm a bit of a slow typist because I never learned how to type properly, so I do the hunt and peck method.
Which is that? I don't know that word.
It's basically where instead of regular typing, where use your fingers across multiple keys, you kind of just type one key at a
Oh, like
time.
that. Yeah, my mom does that.
Yeah, like we had this one program in elementary school that was supposed to teach us to type properly, but the issue with the school computers is that we could never save our progress. So whenever we went back to the program the next day, we had to restart
Oh,
everything
that's
over.
awful.
So I never learned how to type properly, partially because of the program and partially because out of spite for the program.
My
Yeah, I
parents
also
forced me to like take like a typing online course when I was like, I believe 12 or something like that. And they were like, you're just gonna be forced to do this like daily until you like pass there's like a final test you have to take before you get your typing diploma. And like I would just have to do it daily until I made it, got my diploma, and I did get it eventually. But I absolutely loathed every minute of it. It was such a frustrating program. So yeah, I understand your your concerns.
Geez, yeah. I mean, sometimes what I like to do instead is because when I use Google Documents, which I rarely use because I prefer Word, but when I do use Google Documents, sometimes I'll do the voice to text part because it's like if I'm just tired of typing, I can talk a lot faster than I can type.
Yeah, true. Me too.
Yeah, plus that way I can just, sit somewhere, not have to sit up properly and just talk into my microphone as it basically types the words for me.
I didn't know like that. Does it work properly? Like the text to speech feature, or is it like really broken?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it has a trouble with a few words, but for me it's mostly pretty accurate.
I wonder if it would like struggle with my accent or it wouldn't.
I mean, you could always find out. There's no harm in
Yeah,
trying.
I could try. I just gotta figure out how to work it. Like I do tend to use Google Docs actually more than Word, but it does kind of depends on whether I'm like online or not. Like if I'm not online, obviously I'm gonna have to resort to Word, which doesn't need an internet connection. But I've written a lot in both, so I like both. I don't really have like a preference. I mean, I guess Docs I prefer for like sharing documents and beta reading and stuff, simply because it's easier. I mean, you can do this stuff with like OneDrive, but I just never really liked OneDrive, so.
Hmm. Yeah. Hey, there is actually a way you can access Google Docs offline.
Oh, there is?
Uh-huh, yeah, there's a setting for it.
Oh, okay. I gotta figure that out then.
Yeah, where if you go to My Drive and you click on the Google Doc, well, if you click on it but don't open it,
Mm-hmm.
you can right click and there's a thing that says make available offline. And if you check it, it'll make it available offline.
Oh, that's nice. I gotta try that out sometime.
Yeah, so that way, because sometimes if I don't want to bring my laptop, I'll just bring my iPad around, but my iPad doesn't have Word. So that's why I have all my Google Doc stuff accessed offline. So
Oh, okay.
that way I could just type in the car on a trip or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's why you can make all your documents available offline.
I gotta try that. Oh, I'm really starting to die. I mean, like in a tired way.
No, I get that. Like, sometimes I'll be so tired at the point where I'll try to stay awake, but I'll be like nodding off and jerking awake, that type
Yeah,
of
I'm just
movement.
having one of those moments right now. Like yesterday I was pretty awake, but right now I'm just like,
Oh, hey, you got another compliment on the chat.
oh, I did? Wait. Sorry, chat. I am awful. I'm an awful person. I keep ignoring you. I mean,
You're
forgetting about you.
you're not awful. I'm just distracting you. You could just go ahead and blame me for that.
Okay. All right.
Just be like, that's all Kristen's fault.
Let's see. Ruler of the Dark Wolf says, I love your style. I am very late to this comment, but thank you very much. You are too kind.
Yeah, if you want, since I'm just, since I'm not the one drawing, I could just monitor the chat for you
Oh,
and
sure, if
tell
you
me if you
want
have
to.
anything new.
If
Yeah,
you
because
want
I'm
to.
looking at the chat right now, and it's like, I don't have to switch back and forth between drawing and
Yeah, that's
monitoring
true.
this, so I could just look at the chat.
There really should just be like a pop-out mode, like you can do with video players on YouTube and stuff, that just like remains in front of everyone's like software that you're opening. It's, I don't know, it's so annoying that I have to like check the chat each time.
Yeah, it's irritating. Like, I want them to make a pop-out mode because that would be easier for me too when I decide to start streaming again. I want to. I just haven't had time.
Yeah,
Is all.
exactly. Uh, I'm just gonna finish this sketch. I don't think I'm gonna color this, but
You're like really fast at sketching. I'm pretty jealous of that.
well, it's ugly, so ugly sketching.
I
Like
mean,
not
it's a
beautiful.
sketch. It doesn't. No sketch is beautiful
Yeah, okay.
as far as I've seen. Like, there are some people whose sketches are great, but it's like, you know what? As long as you know what's going on in the drawing, that's all that
Yeah, okay,
matters when it
that's
comes to a
true.
sketch.
That's very true.
Plus, like, I can read what's going on with your sketches, so if I had to ever, line this, I'd be able to, do it.
I don't think I'm ever getting line art, like people to do line art and coloring for me. Like I tried. I believe I had one colorist for like the final few All at Once episodes. I honestly forgot the name. I'm so sorry. I had one colorist, and I tried. Like I had another colorist audition, but they couldn't get the like the markings correct a lot of the time, so they just never really made it in. Uh, but like I don't know if I ever like I'm kind of okay with like getting other people to draw backgrounds because I'm like really bad at that, and maybe like some human objects, like since the dogs live in an abandoned amusement park, there has to be like some like abandoned objects drawn, like I don't know, old animatronics and stuff, and roller coasters and kind of like stuff like that. Uh, but like for like line arting and stuff, I'm really not comfortable. I mean, I think I'm really not comfortable with having other people do it just because I kind of really like the process, and also just I don't know, I've never had anyone like, I mean, I've had one colorist, but it was like really few and far between. Uh and other than that, I've just been doing this for literal years. Like, I mean, I haven't been doing that with backgrounds, obviously, because I just used photos for alone once. But I don't know if I'd be like okay with like getting other people to do that, especially since I can't pay anyone. Like I know I can just say it's voluntary and stuff, but I mean like literally the only money I make off of this is like ad revenue, and since I like don't have a lot of subscribers, I mean I am very thankful for every subscriber I have, but relatively I don't have a lot, and since YouTube really is like extremely like you
Mm-hmm.
have to have an extreme like audience interaction and stuff to get like a living wage. So I get like
Yeah.
I only get paid like once every 5 months, and then it's like I believe.
Wait. If you don't mind asking, how are you making ad revenue off of your subscribers? Because I only have 85, so I thought I didn't have enough to make ad revenue because I have no idea
I
how
think
that
you need
works.
like 2,000 subscribers in order to apply, and you need to have a certain amount of interaction, I believe, with your videos.
Oh, wait. Did you say 200 or 2,000?
2,000. When I applied, it was 2,000.
I do not have remotely close to that.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't have
unfortunately.
enough. Oh, also, you got more comments on the chat.
Oh, hold on. But yeah, as I was saying, I just don't make enough to be able to pay people. Like, not even enough to support myself. Like, let alone pay people. So I'm not sure if I'd feel comfortable with letting people do that like for free. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Right. No, that's completely understandable. Do you want me to just read off the chat to you? Would that be easier?
Hold on, I'm currently checking it myself. Randy might do stuff. Wait, aren't you like one of the voice actors? Sorry, I don't know all of them by name. I believe Randy Might is like one of the people who voice acts in this, or at least auditioned. The name
Ooh.
is familiar. Is this Twig? No, this is Branch, who is his brother. Wait, I can get Twig. Twig is the long-haired one over here. That's Twig, and his brother is Branch, who is the short-haired one.
Twig's the one with the mustache.
Yeah, Twig's the one with the mustache, and Branch is like the short-haired, like Nova Scotia looking one. Twig
That's
is,
how I always memorize them. It's the little Scotty dogs, and they always had like little mustaches.
yeah, exactly. Like, Twig is actually based off of my own dog, like not color-wise, but like the fluff and stuff. Is like my own dog is like a Polski Owczarek Nicini, which is like a really little-known Polish dog breed. But I just kind of used him as like a base, like body-wise, like shape-wise, what he looks like, and like his fluff and stuff. And Twig, Branch is actually based off of like a Nova Scotia duck-tilling retriever. Not sure if you know that breed, but they just kind of like, they are mutts, obviously, but those are just kind of the dogs that are like based off of.
So yeah, my dog that I had for 14 years was an Akita Bulldog mix, we think. We still don't know.
Oh
But
wait,
he was.
I was correct. Rennie Might does voice Twig. Sorry, I I feel so bad for not knowing my own actors. I mean, I don't know all Owen's actors by name either, but that's really because there's like a million of them. So I mean,
Hmm.
there's like so many characters in All I Want and Renegades, and there's also the fact that like a lot of characters had like multiple voice actors. Like I believe one I had like, wait, I'm gonna count. Hold on, I'm gonna count how many voice actors he's had.
You know,
Websource.
a fun thing. Oh, oops,
Go.
sorry, you're
No,
shouting.
you go.
Oh, you know, a fun thing to get to know your voice actors a bit more. If you want, you could always invite them to a group call and just do that for a stream,
Oh
if
yeah,
possible.
yeah. I mean, if they would be willing to, sure. When I has had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actors in total, and Quepso, I believe, has had maybe more. I have it listed over here. Quepso has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 voice actors, all the same characters. But yeah, thank you for joining, Rennie Might. Well, I mean, I do recognize your username. Is Kristen still here?
Yep, I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
present.
Sorry, you were just quiet for a moment. I do remember the name Rennie Might. So I think you may have used that to audition, or maybe your Discord name is different. But either way, I may actually do I think that'd be cool, or at least when the episode is done, maybe to do like a watch party or something, or just hang out with the voice actors. But I don't know if they're like all in the same time zone ish, or like available, obviously, since there aren't quite a lot. Like there's like, I believe, 9 or 10 voice actors total, which obviously is not a lot when you have to account for the fact that like there's an entire world of time zones, and obviously people have jobs and stuff.
Right, yeah. I mean, time zones can be a bit of a pain in the butt, especially because, like, I mean, to be fair, you and I are on, like, opposite sides of the world,
Yeah,
so.
true. I think I'm just gonna stop crying right now. I'm just kind of but yeah, this is Branch, and he is very angry and doing a bark.
He looks like he has that Napoleon complex that little dogs seem to have
Yeah, he does.
sometimes.
Like Twig is
Where little dogs think they're like big dogs.
like, yeah, Twig is not as bad, but Branch especially is like, I am tiny, but I am going to ruin your day.
I relate to that though, because I'm rather short, so like.
How are you, if you may ask?
I am 5 feet, 1.3 inches.
5. Wait, I'm gonna convert that to meters. We don't use feet. 5 feet and how many inches?
1.3.
Meters. Oh, you're quite short. I am. Hold on, I'm gonna convert this into feet for you.
Thank you.
Sorry, feet. I am. Wait, is this correct? No, I gotta put it in centimeters. Wait, no, this isn't correct. So I am 5'6", 7-ish, I guess.
Wow, that's actually pretty tall.
I mean, they do say that Dutch people are like the tallest in the world, so I guess it's correct.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of the shorter people. But I am taller than my twin, so the 0.3 inches count.
Nice. Let me just draw a really cartoony branch. I really like Branch.
So
Like,
I
I didn't expect to like him so much, but I really like their character designs. Like,
yeah, plus characters that are jerks can be really fun to write.
yeah, I mean, as long as you don't go the way I did with One Eye in Alone Once, where he is like pretty much depraved. But
Yeah,
other than that, yeah, they can be fun.
yeah. I mean, I often joke that short people often have to be more aggressive because their anger is more condensed.
Yeah. Why am I making him all detailed? For some reason, I'm making Twig all detailed.
It's a cute drawing.
Yeah, true. Kind of ugly. I'm giving him some hair. I don't think I'm going to save this, but I will.
You could always sell it as part of merch stuff.
Oh,
I mean, it is cute enough.
I'm not thinking about merch for Outcast Grove in a long time. I do have All in One's merch, but alright, this is really ugly. I'm gonna delete him. Sorry, Twig, you're really ugly. That's supposed to say violence, but I can't write with the stabilizer on because it's delayed, so there. So he's very evil.
What's also quite funny is when big dogs think they're really small.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my dog was 85 pounds, so he was a pretty big dog. He was like large-ish, and he used to try to fit in places he obviously couldn't fit, and it's like, what are you doing?
My dog is like medium size. Like the I described him earlier, the Bosco-Zagnetini breed. It's like really medium size, so it's like kind of the perfect in between like a big dog and a small dog. I don't know what other dog breed I can compare it to. I guess kind of a Nova Scotia Victorian Retriever, but maybe a little taller. I don't know. But they're like really the perfect medium-sized dog. Wait, I can get a picture of him maybe.
Yes, please show me your pets. But
Oh,
yeah, my
that's the
dog.
bundle of Renegades. Why am I opening that? Hold on, let me get my phone.
My dog was around the size of an Akita. We think we don't.
American
It's kind of hard
or
to
Japanese.
American.
Oh yeah, those are big.
Yeah, he was a pretty big boy, but I mean he lived for 14 years, so that's
It's really old for such a big dog.
Yeah, that's like 85 in dog years. Like he was an old man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I found some really old art of mine actually. Hold on. Some really old Thylacine art and stuff. Can I show this? Hold on, can I show this? Which one do I open? Oh, this was back when I was a Thylacine. I did that for a while. And this was back when tech didn't have like a lot of their features.
Okay, the chat, well, not, but the speech is. Let me start over. Okay, stream is lagging a bit behind the chat, so just because I see the old Renegades art, but I'm still. There we go. Okay,
Oh,
there's the
sorry.
old
Yeah,
design.
maybe my connection is bad. Hold on, I got a picture of my dog. It should pop up in right this moment. About now. This is him with
No, I mean,
cuts like pretty short. But his fur is kind of starting to grow back. According to the breed standard, he should always be long haired, but we always cut him short every few months.
boot.
Can you see him?
Yeah, yeah. We actually never had to trim my dog's hair. Instead, he would just shed quite literally clumps of fur.
Oh, well,
Although,
we also don't have to trim Bodhi. I mean, he doesn't shed. His breed literally doesn't shed, so that's really nice. But we do it more to prevent like the fur from getting matted and stuff like that.
yeah, my parents back when they had an American Eskimo dog, since he had a double coat, so he would get super hot in the summer. And I know now that you're not supposed to do this with double coat dogs, but my parents didn't know.
Oh yeah,
but
that ruins
in the
coat.
summer, they used to shave him, and then he would get embarrassed and hide under their bed.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was also funny how they got him because they were in a pet store and they were looking at the dogs, and as soon as they put him down, he immediately ran out of the store into the mall.
Oh no.
So my dad had to chase him down before he got out into the parking lot. And of course, as soon as I caught him, my mom's like, I want that one.
Here, Randy. I see Randy might commented something about Twig. Here, I drew you a very quick Twig. I just realized recently, I don't know if you've kept up with warrior cats in recent years, but there's actually a warrior cat named Twig Branch, and I don't know if I named them like subconsciously after Twig Branch or if it's just coincidence, because I kind of named them with the idea of like they're brothers and they have like similar names, like Twig and Branch. It's kind of the same thing. But apparently there's like a warrior cats character who's called Twig Branch now, so whoops.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, your characters are often better characterized than the Warrior Cats books because, like, some of the Warrior Cats characters are great, but most of the time it's like, okay, you have all these side characters.
Yeah,
are you going to use them or not?
They're so bland. Like, a lot of them maybe have interesting, like, concepts, or they start out interesting, but so much potential is just completely thrown out the window.
Yeah, like, if you can have side characters.
Stream here because I'm really getting tired and I'm already over time, so it's already past 7, which was not the intention.
Whoops, I distracted you again.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm kind of feeling more energized right now, so but I'm gonna end the stream here anyways. I will not stream tomorrow, but probably Friday. No promises. I may be a bit earlier or later on Friday, depending on. Like, on Fridays I visit my parents, so I have to like drive to my parents on a moped, which takes like 3/4 of an hour, and then obviously install all my stuff and you know. So I'm not sure when I'll be streaming on Friday, but probably on Friday and maybe also in the weekend, because I have free time then. So
Thank you for inviting me to the stream, and sorry that I kept talking over you. I'm just bad at that when it comes to online convo.
I'd rather have you like talking a lot, like rather that than off like really awkward silence and stuff. So you know.
Okay, good. Just like tell me if I ever end up talking your ear off or do you want to say something because it is your stream. So
no, it's totally fine. So yeah, thank you for joining. Hold on. Yeah, thank you all for joining me, and also people in chat. Thank you. And yeah, see y'all later. I hope Friday. Bye bye.